I grew up right in Person County on a tobacco farm. I was the oldest of 5 children, and after leaving home, I went to UNC Chapel Hill, and I started painting after taking a trip to Europe in 1985. I always loved art, and when I was going through, you're supposed to examine your interests to decide what you're going to do with your life. I started thinking back, and everything that really was important to me revolved around color and beauty and painting. So even though I didn't have a lot of art education in the elementary schools here, every time we did have art, my pictures were the ones that were put up on the board. And I reflected on that, and that's what mattered to me. So even though I didn't major in art at UNC Chapel Hill, I went to UNCG and started studying art there later, after I really became serious about painting. And took a lot of classes from various people in the community at the Art Center in Carborough, and also studied life drawing, which I consider to be the fundamental basis, really, for making art, with Song Wong, who's a Chinese artist in Durham. This one is Man and Nature are one, and I really do believe that we're all part of this earth and interconnected, all completely dependent on each other. There's some magical themes also, like in this painting. The woman is reading, or the young girl is reading, and through books, all of these things can be experienced. So there's that interplay between reality, what you can see, and what you can't see. Because there's a quote on my refrigerator from a French director, makes seeing what would otherwise not be visible. And this one has been evolving. It started out, there was a tornado in the background. And as I would say, some of the edginess in my own life has softened a bit. My tornado is not quite as violent as it was before. It's been resolved to some degree. This one is a little bit different. This is my most recent figurative work. And this was inspired by a birthday party. My mom and my sisters got together and went to a tea room. And they had a big vintage truck of hats. So we all put on hats and had our little tea party. And this was sort of the external event and then the internal event combined. So there's a lot of magic when we gather together, and also unseen forces that are at work. So they're fairly narrative, but with some mystery. I do really like mystery.